Okay, I'm terribly sorry for the problems. It seems like I had to restart the OBS software, and right now, instead of letting you hear me twice, it lets you hear the game sounds. Uh, I'm not sure why this happened, probably because I connected the headphones. But we're back anyway. Okay, it's really annoying when stuff like this happens because it's like I wouldn't really expect that if I plug my headphones, stuff like this will happen. So glitches like this. It's also hard to detect this uh, when you're streaming with a 10-minute delay and then you fix it after 10 minutes. It's really annoying. But okay, let's try to go back to what happens here and maybe show a different base than the one I'm looking for right now. Simke, only 2 farms. Probably going for fast iron production, but I think this might not be the best choice. I mean, look, this is... I don't understand what he's doing here. I don't think he's a good player at all. Look, 2 farms, and he's making a second swine farm already when you need like at least 3, better 4 farms for 2 buildings like this, and he only has 2 right now, so this completely makes no sense. Maybe it would be nice to have fast iron, but without leather, I don't know. I couldn't even call this fast. I mean, he's not far behind. This guy, okay, it's a bit faster than Wilson has. But he didn't produce almost anything yet. So yeah, they're on the same level basically. So of course you have to remember this lock is easier with the iron, but still I think what Simke is showing here is not really the best game. Okay, he has one more farm here, but this is way too early probably. Not that it's a problem, I mean he can just bring this stuff into 2 buildings at the same time. It's not going to make a much of a difference. Maybe if this guy cuts some from the top, but okay. Maybe it can work with these 3 buildings actually. I will see. The base is pretty compact. I don't know, there's just not enough farms here, I think. You can also see Hydra has... now that's a fast iron, I think. For this location, it's not too bad, I think. It's one more iron mine there. How's the wood? Because I have my doubts. Only 5 woodcutters, but seems like he has plenty of tree trunks. Is it because he doesn't have a third sawmill? Yes, but he doesn't lack timber. Strange way, by the way, strange road. It's also interesting to see he focuses on the third gold smelter. Perhaps these ones were a bit late. You can see he lacks a lot of gold. So yeah, that's probably why. Still, I'd probably go for a bit different way, cause I would make it like this maybe. Okay, this is not sure if this is a big difference, but yeah, he desperately needs a shortcut here. And all the serfs trying to bring anything to these buildings or whether... okay, I'm sorry. I'm really stupid sometimes. There's a shortcut here, but I'm still unsure if it works because there's an object on the way. They are bringing the stone, that's right, but as you can see, they're not bringing it walking on a road, so it's hard to say until these roads will be finished if this bush here is actually preventing them from walking here. So I guess we'll see in a while. And let's take a look at Wilson's base. There's a few farms here. Doesn't look that bad. Iron production kind of working. Might have to make a shortcut here, but it's yeah, like you can see, it's probably needed, yeah, but we'll see when he makes it. "20 minutes left. I have my doubts whether these players will have a lot of army on peacetime. You can see that by this time everyone would usually have barracks and some weapons inside, and you can see that JS doesn't have them yet. What's more, you can also see that his iron production used to look like it would be pretty fast, but the distance is pretty bad here, so it's not that easy on this log. I think he's still doing fine. I have a feeling that it's not that bad, but yeah, he might need the barracks soon. Okay. Getting back to Simke. There's some iron here. Yeah, it might be like 30 iron on peacetime if he continues the pace. Interesting place for barracks, by the way. It's kinda natural, but you kinda have to hope that nobody plants anything here. Yeah, see, like I said before, there's a bit of a problem, at least right now, with amount of corn which can be brought to these two buildings. I think he should have made one or two more farms, a bit earlier. He'll have 6 soon, but freshly built, and I'm afraid he might need to skip this building and go straight for mill, bakery, and third swine farm right now. It's a bit of a shame because horses always help on the battlefield, but I'm afraid he can't make stables right now. Otherwise, he is going to face a massive food problem. Speaking of food, yeah, okay, never mind, he has it. Hydra. Marketplace. Interesting. What's he doing? 1 minute he was lacking gold, and now he's trading gold chests for corn. That's probably the first time I see this trade. Very interesting, I gotta say. Okay, I'm still wondering about this road here. I can't really see anyone working apart from guys with stones, which are an exception, as I said. Yeah, neither this guy. Yeah, I'd say this shortcut ain't working. Still no barracks. Ooh, that's pretty late. Yeah, I must admit it doesn't look too well for the bottom team. I have a feeling that they're probably going to have a massive problem. Might not even be that easy to camp after peacetime with the amount of army they're about to have. Okay, this iron might be nice, but okay, how about leather production? I also saw he didn't have a lot of. I'm sorry, didn't have a lot of farms. Well, he still doesn't. He has 4. Whoa, interesting tactic, I gotta say. Even more interesting is that he forces to make stables, despite the fact that I think he desperately needs more pig farms and has only 1. He has a bakery though, so oh yeah, his food will be fine for a long while, but he might have a problem making enough leather jackets. We'll see, I guess. But I don't expect more than 25 on peacetime, which is not a lot, unless I'm very mistaken. Let's hope for the sake of Hydra that I am. Like I'm saying, the amount of iron gives some promise. It especially looks nice here. If he was already producing weapons, I would say he has a chance for 35 iron on peacetime, but that might be premature to say. Not a lot of time left to make the sword, so ooh. He's also making the stables. Doesn't look like he has enough here. I'm really sure that he's going to start like crazy in a couple of minutes. He still has some sausages left, but that's almost about it. Although he's very happy man because one of his metallurgists from the gold smell. Okay, never mind. Yeah, but I think this one is going to the left. So yeah, he's still a happy man. And yeah, so at least his gold production will work for a while. But I'm afraid their army on peacetime might not be enough to rush the other guys. Speaking of whom, even on this lock, the iron doesn't really look too good unless the barracks were made right now. No. Okay, so yeah, a shortcut desperately needed here as well, I'd say. Okay, seems like everyone is taking 4 coal mines. I mean, iron mines. Yeah, third time's the charm. Everyone's taking that 4th iron mine on this lock. I mean, it's kind of for free because you have to make towers anyway. And by the way, this isn't the worst position for the barracks. It's pretty ingenious. It's quite close to the core of the city, and will probably be surrounded by a few coal mines along the way here. So we can still defend it. However, the situation really doesn't look too good in JS's barracks. Honestly, it's pretty hard to say who has a better chance in this game. It might even be at the bottom, but the weapons are pretty terrible right now, and the barracks are still not made 11 minutes before peacetime, which is beyond bad. Okay, and the iron definitely isn't anything impressive. He still doesn't have the weaponsmith. Yeah, I'm afraid that Hydra will have just a couple of weapons for his soldiers on peacetime. But simke, there's plenty of time. From 2 weaponsmithies, I think he can easily make at least 20 swords, probably more like 30. So his iron is going to be nice. His leather production, estimating for 20, 30 maybe. I don't know. Yeah, 30. Should have 30, no problem. So yeah, the peacetime army from simke will be the only one probably that I can say is on a proper level in this game. Let's just see quickly if the iron production is going to be working in a few minutes. He needs a couple more coal mines, I'd say, but otherwise it's not too bad. But he needs those coal mines very fast. So right now he has 10 buildings using coal and only 9 coal mines. It doesn't look like they have something stacked up here either, so needs to make at least 2 right away. Because you always need as many coal mines as you have buildings that use them, plus 1. Best plus 2, but plus 1 will be okay as well. So with 10 buildings, right? 6, 10. Yep, he needs at least 11, maybe 12 to be sure. Because you know, when they go to eat or somebody is hungry forever, then you will need a bit more coal. So this can be useful. Like you can see right now, they are not getting enough coal to the buildings, and the tempo of making the swords is a bit low. I think 6 swords in 2 minutes, something like this. Which gives us an estimate 6 4 24. Yeah, I should have about 30 on peacetime. Shouldn't be too bad. He also has some horses, and seems like they're going to be a luxury on this map. Whoa, look at that. They've built the barracks and seems to be a problem to get this out from here. Huh. Okay, I'm afraid I don't even want to look at the barracks for now here, so let's just move on to... oh well. JS has pretty terrible army here. Ooh. What seems to be a problem? Yeah, pretty much everything. Oh, this is pretty bad. Seems like everything was a bit late here, and he has terrible iron right now. He's going to have about 20, maybe 25 iron troops, but they're gonna be pikemen and not swordmen, which kinda sucks. Interesting shortcut, by the way. And apart from that, he has like no leather at all. And there's 6 minutes to peacetime. This is pretty bad, I'd say. Well, and 12 militia. Sherry on top. You can see that Wilson is the better one in this pair, in this game at least. A couple of horses, a few axemen. Yeah, it's pretty bad. If not for the fact that Hydra's having terrible problems here with his barracks being very, very late, I'm afraid that it would mean instant GG after peacetime for the top team, because what I see here doesn't bode well for the game. Wilson can make about 12. Sorry, there's some crossbows as well. Okay, so I guess he can make about 25 iron units. At least he's very precise about his weapons. He needs just as many as you can see here. And well, right now he's lacking a few weapons for the leather armors, and it's not like he has a lot of them. So this is not an impressive performance from the top team. But oh yeah, I can't look at these armors. This is very bad. Um, Only 4 minutes left. He's probably gonna have like 10 bowmen at peacetime and about 20 something pikemen. Which means that Simke seems to be an unlikely MVP in this game, with army which would be worse than the worst in previous games we watched today. Maybe it's about the level of what maybe not Abja, but Drakir or Pavzakia had. I'll be honest, I can't say too much good about the players here. Seems like the skill level is pretty low in this game, and a lot of mistakes. This is, like I said many times, this is a pretty challenging map, and I'm not too surprised because I knew that these 4 players in this game are a bit worse than, a lot worse than most of the players in this tournament, and whoever wins this game is probably going to lose in the next round. Let me just see who they play against. They're gonna play against Kungenes or Mitilas Bara. Yeah, they don't really stand a chance there, I'd say. So okay, I gotta say, actually, Simke has a pretty nice game on this challenging map, and I have to applaud him for that for sure. Uh, I think he's going to starve a lot. Maybe, yeah, he's starving right now a bit, but I don't really understand why he shouldn't yet. I think he doesn't have a lot of. Okay, I don't understand how this works, because it doesn't seem like these buildings are used to too often now. Has 2 butchers. Okay. Only. Okay, he has a third swine farm, I didn't notice. Here! Okay. There's a lot of more farms here. So yeah, it's like he's catching up a 4th one made there. Yeah, he's made a pretty good job while I wasn't looking. It's actually quite interesting when he made these farms, because I think I might not have noticed them at some point, so maybe he had a bit more farms. Otherwise I can't really explain why the base is still having any food at all. So this seems to be a bit better performance than I expected. Pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's comparable to the best performances we've seen so far in this tournament, because, like I said, this lock is pretty hard. But I see Wilson's army. Well, it could be nice enough at least, if not for the fact that he doesn't have any weapons. I mean, sorry, enough weapons. Okay, seems like there's a 5-minute peacetime break right now. I have no idea who's gonna win this. Honestly, I probably have to see what Hydra has right now, because I missed the peacetime. I'm sorry about that, and I didn't click fast enough to see the amount of troops he has in barracks. But a few minutes ago, it looked very uncertain, and I guess we'll probably just see what happens in a few minutes. One thing that we need for sure is that JS has barely any bows, and it's going to be a bit hard for the top team in the first few minutes. And I guess we'll see what happens after peacetime. So after a short break, we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, this is definitely the least watched stream. Only 4 guys watching. Not a problem, I guess. Oh, but it seems that Twitch started working after I restarted the stream, which is nice. Huh. Okay, there's more people watching here right now. Okay, seems like I had to refresh. It was lying a bit. Okay, seems like they're back, so let's see what happens after peacetime. Oh. Okay, maybe let's look somewhere more cheerful. Yeah, the army amount from Wilson, that's not the worst. Nothing special, but I guess it's okay. Needs a few more weapons, I guess. No. Okay, sorry. There are horses, obviously. I was about to say he has no horses, and I just saw some of them going out of his base. So I guess I'm pretty sleepy right now, and let it be my excuse. Okay. Oh, there's a bit more activity right now on the stream. I thought it's a bit late. I'm hoping a bit that I'll be able to post some kind of schedule for tomorrow's games. What do we have left here? The first game and Tofu Dimastoki and Skelly Legis Dead Chronos. I need to ask around. Probably need to be on the lookout as To and Fu usually play late, and I can see they are here, so maybe I can stream that game after. Okay, I gotta ask someone for a bit of help. I'll let you know, guys, if the other guys are playing, so we can swiftly go to the other, probably more interesting game. Honestly, like watching small armies. Oh, but like I said, Simke's armies is pretty nice. I'm not sure about Hydra. You can see it's pretty bad right now, which is a shame. Still needs a few more weapons. JS keeps producing more and more troops, but it's not a great number. Say this looks pretty even, but I'm also a bit interested about how powerful this is, because hold on a second. Okay, I need a second. It's probably not the best time, but Okay, back. I'm wondering why he's going back here. By the way, it seems like a pretty interesting positioning for the bottom team. I don't really understand why Hydra stands there and doesn't try to advance. Let's see the scouting. They see enough. It would be very easy for the top to attack Simke, just catch him and call it GG at the moment. I really don't understand why the bottom is doing it like this. I mean, the distance is not that great, but if they do it sneaky enough, if they don't make Simke too scared, like for example, if they just walk out to shoot, go back a bit, lure him a bit into this area, and slowly come up towards the right side, then might catch it in a 2 versus 1 situation. Doesn't seem like much is going on right here. Simke goes up a bit. Hopefully we see some fighting skills here right now. Why is Hydra standing there? I mean, okay, now I get it, because he doesn't really want to get... Nah, doesn't make sense. He should just follow here if he wants to stand here. Unless they are like planning to enter from there, but in that case, I think Simke should go back a bit, because he's gonna get caught soon. Okay, let's see what's their plan. I have a feeling that the bottom team is a bit overwhelmed by the battlefield on this map, which might be a chance for the top team, which is... it's hard to say if they know more about what's happening right here, but you can see that they don't need to do too much, just defend and try to catch 2 versus 1 here at a certain point. But it doesn't seem like Simke is falling for that. Okay, so naturally he's escaping right now. Now Hydra is advancing and going back again. I don't understand it. Oh, looks like we're about to see a great camp fest. Might be a good time to take a look at the bases. Oh, there's a lot of units that can produce. This guy definitely needs to check his gold production, which doesn't seem to be working too well, and I don't really know why. Because food is working. Strange. Okay. Hydra kinda bad in the inn. When it comes to the food buildings, has 3 swine farms, 1 bakery. Okay, that's interesting. Simke is moving to the bottom. To paraphrase a certain movie, where no man has gone before, at least in this tournament. Oh, pretty interesting thing, they didn't scout anything here, but they scouted here. And simke probably thought the situation is exactly the opposite. So, well, that maneuver is pretty obvious to them right now, thanks to good scout, at least in this area. But now this is a ridiculous situation because you can see that Hydra is very, very far from his teammate, and I believe this was a grave mistake. I would consider two things if I were the top team. Either go pursue simke. Okay, there's a vote right now. Or try to go like here, something like this, but I don't think they see a lot here. If they knew map very well, they should have gone like here to scout at least right now, because it's obvious that this is unprotected for a while. Well, it would be obvious if they scouted anything. This is very poor scouting. This is a crucial area to scout in this game. Okay, how useless was that? Okay. Okay, what are we waiting for? Seems the host doesn't seem to take the initiative. I think I should. Maybe they're checking the replay. Who knows? See what happens here. Okay, but this is definitely strange turn of events. I can't really decipher the movements simke is doing right now and what he intends to do. As if I was one of those players in the top team, I would probably go for him right away. Actually, okay, maybe that's not the best idea. More like, whoa, is he serious? Huh. Interesting, and with all horses. Huh. Okay. Anyway, seems like Hydra is coming up here. Feels powerful. I don't think it's the best idea because he has plenty of horses here and X-balls, pretty scary as well, and it's not so easy to kill them off, even if he shoots down all the axes in no time. But one thing is for sure, Simke's position is now a bit more interesting, and because the top team is very slow and they didn't try to provoke Simke on the left side. Seems like okay, the fog isn't really needed here. Seems like everyone has time to take their favorite positions, and I kind of feel that the top should attack here and try to get away from this guy. Oh, what the hell happens here? This is total GG. I don't think Simke is going to recover from this. I don't believe he's gonna win this. Just look at how terrible this catch is. Yeah, come on. You don't storm attack like this. He's not even shooting. It's outrageous. Okay, he's just raped himself. That's it. Ah, very, very nice. And he's still going in instead of going back, trying to salvage anything. You don't fight like this, come on. Yeah, see, and now... Okay, I thought he's just gonna go back and flee. Okay, he might try to go for this. Ah, no, come on. Yeah, some terrible fighting skills from Simke. That's a damn shame. You can see he's done practically nothing. He'll have a few kills. He killed a few crossbows and definitely took some of the attention of the enemy on the right side, but it's not even going to be enough for Hydra, especially that yeah, now that's the moment you can storm attack. Take this hard lesson, Simke. Oh my god, that was really bad, and this is pretty bad as well. A storehouse on coal. Have you ever seen this shit? Okay, anyway, seems like the bottom team decided to die. But you can see that Simke had no freaking idea what he wants to do. Like, he tried to do something strange. I like these kinds of maneuvers, you know? Like, you're trying to do something the enemy doesn't expect, and then he loses his temper a bit. He doesn't know what you're about to do. So this was pretty brilliant, but pretty much nothing happened then. I don't know if he should just try to walk into the city because there was only one tower here, or do something else. But I kind of had a hope when I saw like here and here these two armies ready to sandwich the enemy. Of course, if Simke attacked, he should have just moved to the right side, joined forces with Hydra, and go for Wilson, trying to block off from JS and flee from him as much as possible. Something like this would work, but oh, you never storm attack like this. If you want to storm attack, first of all, you have to maintain the position, I mean the formation, like storm in one group straight away, and not like this, like everyone going everywhere, like in their own directions, and they just uh, they just got surrounded from every direction when they caught someone finally, and when you're getting beaten by 5 guys from every direction, both in KaM and in real life, it can't end well for you, I guess. They still have some troops, but I don't think this will be enough. Just look at this massive army left. Even if Wilson lost most of his melee, there's not enough towers to defend from this. Speaking of towers, I have a bad feeling about this. 7 here. And 3. Okay, that's actually a clever decision to block off with more towers for the player that's closer to the front. Of course, you can see that these towers don't help you as much as you would want to on a map like this, because these towers are pretty fine. They'll do the job more or less. I'd say they're pretty nice, but this leaves you with only 2 towers for this side, and that's I think it would be even better to make only like 1 tower here. Maybe screw this. I don't think many people will go there, and maybe make 2 more towers on this front. But anyway, as you can see, they're about to walk in probably, unless they give the bottom team some time. And okay, time for lag. I really don't know what kind of disaster would have to happen here for the top team to lose this. They have everything. They have also the shooters. They have melee. Okay, they're working in. I think they're putting up pretty nice defense here, but there's simply too many soldiers. I'm afraid that might not be enough, but I like what I see. Finally some nice fighting. Shame we had to wait for that for such a long time. There's not a lot of shooters left here either, and I think this might have been a mistake for the top side, but as you can see, there's so many soldiers that they can afford all the mistakes they want to. Yeah, they're already surrounded and have no troops. It also proves how it's easier to defend than to attack. And you could see it very perfectly that the bottom team had no idea what to do in the fight. Okay, so seems like the top team will walk in. Just a couple of boss left to be killed. But this is pretty bad. They should start walking in already. No time to wait for anything. There's no point. Come on. They have so much. But you can see there's no skilled players in this game. I'm sorry to tell that, but like, what do they see? I think right now they should just walk in. Like, they saw what they had. There's no surprises here. Only 1 tower. What are you afraid of? Of course, if they do it like this, like just standing, getting shot, and going like one step after another, then it's not gonna work. Okay, that's more like it. Of course, some of the pikemen will die because I think they should divide the group. That's the first thing. The second thing is that I have no idea why they keep like here. Just divide the group. Yes, thank you. Send something for this, or just turn around with shooters. Yes, thank you. And now you can go inside the city. Of course, they're gonna camp like shit again, behind the towers. I mean, behind the buildings. But Just ignore it and catch everything you can and just keep killing this, and they will be fine. To be honest, the way they're doing this makes me think they might actually lose this fight soon. This is pretty bad. It will be very hard to lose. They're doing their best, that's for sure, but I still don't think so. Yeah, there's less and less balls left here. Yeah, not even hunger can save the bottom team now. A few nicely placed balls might just do the trick, but I don't think there's enough anymore here. But you can see JS is again going out of his base. Like, decide what you want to do. Either go for it for these troops or go inside. And they just keep losing army for God knows what reason. And now he walked out of the base. He's not shooting anymore. So simke still has quite some serfs. And he can try to make a bit more recruits right now. Well, that's gonna be pretty hard actually, but okay, that's I guess that's as much as he can produce, because right now he seems to be having a bit of a problem with iron ore. Don't really understand why, but seems so. What are you bringing it here? Ah, here, okay. Yeah, they have some soldiers again, but also seems like the top team doesn't really want to make any reinforcements, or they have some problems in the base. I don't know what kind of problems though. Okay, this guy might have a problem with his food. I still don't believe they're gonna pull this off. But really, just go for the goddamn barracks. What are you waiting for? Right now, I kinda believe that the bottom team might survive long enough to watch these guys die out of hunger. That would be pretty interesting. What the hell are you doing? You destroying a coal mine? What is this? We've never seen stuff like this in this tournament before. That's for sure. Like, kill the serfs. Or kill that army. You didn't even enter the city properly. Look how many serfs he has left. 50. It's still enough to be producing weapons. This is really sloppy attack. And simke seems to have become an expert in guerrilla fighting right now, which might just do the trick. I still don't think they have enough troops, so what happens here? They can't catch him. Probably because he was diagonally situated. Now if only they had some... Oh yeah, horse here. And he goes back. Can't believe this. This is the worst invasion I've ever seen. I hope you guys enjoy it, because I don't. Of course I enjoy it. Okay. Now the host is coming in, because the big boys from the top don't even know how to attack. Like, look at this. They finally are getting inside the base. It's really annoying to see this. I have no words. I have no words for this shit. God, I wish one day I can build nice bases. Because right now I might sound a bit like a hypocrite because I would lose to many of people in this tournament because I can make a nice base. But when I see fights like this, it's just GG. Okay, let's save the replay in case. Okay. Both wrote GG. So I guess that's it. I'm still trying. Okay, who cares? Not even them can screw this up right now, so I'm just quitting this. Okay, let's see. Here you have some stats. What else I can say about it? Seems like JS had a pretty nice late game base, at least on this skill level. Or he just had pikes and bows, which is probably the case. So in fact he doesn't have a lot. Oh yeah. Okay, so all the bases were pretty similar actually. Yeah, like this is a damn shame. Just look at this chart. You can see a lot more units left, and they only had some. Like when you do something like this, you kill entire army. You just go straight ahead and attack. They wasted 10 minutes of our lives. Now go and ask them to give it back. I surely should. Anyway, on a more positive note, I think there's still a few games to be played in this first round. Not today, obviously. Indeed. So yeah, we still have Skeletal Legis versus Red and Cronus, probably scheduled for tomorrow. Destiny Rakieta versus Langer and Sokol. Like I said, most interesting game for me. No idea about it.
Hey, wake
I didn't see the Polish guys today. Oh well, and Tofu Dimastoki probably to be played again later this week. And I'm not sure about the first game, so we'll see what happens there.
Hey, wake up.
Reluctantly, come on, why is someone bothering me on TeamSpeak right now? Give me like 2 minutes, come on. Seems like Wilson JS will play against whoever wins the first paid. And okay, I've got to thank you guys for watching me today, and I think it was still pretty interesting game because how different it was from the other games. And I can promise you one thing, that we will not see something so incompetent again in this tournament, because I think we only have left pretty good players. Well, we'll see what Wilson and JS do in the next game, but my bet is that Michelas Bara or Kungen S can walk over them without any problem. At least after they played today, I can't see them winning another game. Sorry, and that's about it, I guess. Okay, so I hope I wasn't too rude during this stream, but it was pretty annoying to watch some of the moves there. Of course, everyone has the right to learn. I know Wilson, for one, is a pretty new player, so he definitely has a potential, and I'm curious how it will go in the next few months and years for him. So I'm hoping for the best. I didn't see Simke and Hydra play a lot with us, and this is changing in last few months. So I'm guessing they'll get better in fighting in some time. So yeah, I apologize to you guys if that's the last time you let me stream your game after I was a bit honest about what I saw in the game, but I think it's better to be like that and to point out the mistakes so everyone can learn. And you know, it still was quite fun to watch this. At least there was some action and not just some random camping, you know. Okay, so okay, thanks to thanks to everyone watching here and playing this game, and see you tomorrow or the next time we have a tournament game. Yeah, bye bye.